Morning folks, it's Monday morning and you may have noticed that I feel very differently to how I felt last Monday morning. It's horrible being ill, nobody likes it, and it's great to get over it and get past it. I'm over on Double Down. To be quite honest with you, this is how this whole kind of vlog's going to go, I think, because I want to get Double Down open for next weekend. Now, the score is on that though, I have a slightly shorter week than usual. I think, I've got it 100%, it's like 99% confirmed, but I have a 50th birthday party, like I'm opening for a private party up here on Friday for a 50th birthday, so obviously I can't really work on the tracks then. Worst case scenario, I could close Double Down off to them, get them signed in and get them set off party and then come back over to work over here. I mean, that is an option. It's not my preferred option because, to be honest, I'd like to let them be able to run Double Down on Friday, and then at the weekend when all club members come in, then it's not just open, but it's had some tracks down it and it's bedded in a bit. That would be perfect. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to get it complete and down to the bottom. That's not just have it all dug out and down to the bottom, that's have it taped, have the signs up for it and everything. Tall order, but great weather. I don't feel ill, so it's worth a shot. It's worth having a go at. Right, well, the heck was that? It's about 5:30. I'll admit to being a bit on the knackered side now, but this kind of tape is roughly where we'd got to before that'll have been last Thursday then, so before I stopped working on this so much in track digging wise and more kind of deciding upon where the route was going to go. That work in advance is definitely a benefit, because then you just come back to just straight digging and not digging, more raking at the tracks. But I'm on track 1 right now. You'll be able to see track 2 running next door to us. So 1 kind of swoops. Obviously I'm going to be leaving things like natural roots and stuff. That's all part of the fun here at GNAR. And they're going to be to negotiate whether you're on track 1 or track 2. There's another bit where right here you come close together, you've got both tracks kind of right next to each other, and if it's a tight race then a bit of sledging and a bit of banter with them. Kind of split again running through this section, and then both tracks have got a left-hander into a hard flat right-hander. So this is the sections where both have got to go around the left, and then as you get down into here, there's two kind of, they're not quite 180, but they're hard turns. So obviously you've got a slightly tighter turn on track 2, but you've got the inside, so you've got the slight advantage there. To be honest, Scandi flicking it somewhere into here is going to be the way forwards to get around that at speed. This track has a slightly, well, there's a stumped overcome, but to be honest that's just a bunny hop. There's a slightly more open turn for track 1. I'll tell you what we'll do. For the purposes of this today, we'll hop over onto track 2. So you can see in here there's an area where you come in, a Scandi flick, and pop it back round. That's just going to get you around the track a lot easier. But we'll switch to this one now, because you've got a traverse for a second, and that's going to be on both tracks. That red and white tape is the outside of track 1. You're going to have a traverse on both tracks, and then we're both going to turn to our left and point down. And I don't know if you can see, if I try and hold you up, but it all starts to get a bit steeper down there. So both tracks will have to come round to the left, and kind of point in that direction, and they're going to sweep round again and go over the knuckle. So forgive me, I'm like physically not tired, sleepy, just physically tired. So the idea is, because I've kind of done the work last week with deciding on where the tracks are going to go, because that, to be absolutely honest with you, that's one of the hardest things about this one, is just making sure that you get them both going in the same place. So because I've done that work already, it is going to make life slightly easier. Time wise and time scales, it's end of Monday now, and it's going to be all about what I can bash on with and get through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm tied up Friday. Whether I can get down in 3 days, it's a tall order, but I'm going to give it a good crack. You're playing, and we'll leave it at that anyway. See you on Tuesday morning. So I'm at the point right now where I've got to kind of face facts that it's possible I might have bitten off more than I can chew with trying to get double down done and ready for the weekend. But at the same time, I either crack on and give it a good go, or just admit defeat. So, you know, what do you do in these situations? It's Tuesday morning, so it means I've got all day today, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday. Friday's a tricky day because there's a private party, so I'm not really sure what I can get done there. But there are 3 days to go at it. I suppose it's going to be a case of getting up there this morning and assessing it, and just being kind of honest with myself about what I can manage. About 1 o'clock on Tuesday now. I'm still in the position of not 100% sure on where I'm going to get to with this. This has eaten a bit of time along here because I've had to bench cut for a couple of parts of the track. The way that it came in, there just wasn't really any way of avoiding that, just to keep the flow of the race going. Anyway, that job's done now. If I point you down there, and as usual GoPro won't show very well, but where it hips over is where it goes into the bottom section of the tight woods. That is getting down towards the bottom now, so I'm not a million miles away. If I'm going to do any more jobs like bench cutting, which I suspect I have, that might take a little bit more time. But you know, you kind of do these things. The absolute truth of it is, the only kind of tick-tock that I can hear in my head of kind of deadlines and stuff are self-imposed. You know, I've said that I want to have it ready for the weekend, and you know, I don't have a boss above me who's putting pressure on me. It's just myself. But you know, in reality, that's how I like to operate. It's just, you know, you set yourself a goal and shoot at it. Whether we achieve that, fingers crossed at the moment. Right, it's about 7:30. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's about 7:30, and I am starting to lose a little bit of light now. But more importantly, I'm starting to lose my grip muscles and the use of my arms. I'm knackered. Where are we at now? So we're down. I'll spin you around this way. Point you down here. So we're down, getting towards the very, very bottom here. This one swoops on round the corners a bit, and this one's going to go around and spin around a hard corner around that tree, just to kind of keep things level, because it has had the inside line up here. So there will be, you know, track 2 will be slightly ahead on this, so it's just to kind of jut them round a bit. Like I said earlier, trying to keep things level. But it's Tuesday night, and that means that on Wednesday. Got this bit to finish off around this corner, but that means I'm about to enter the woods on Wednesday, the very bottom woods, which, although it's not that big, will probably take a while because it's just a tricky area in there. So anyway, the score is right now, I'm looking very much on track for having Double Down open for this weekend. As I say, my preference is to be able to open it from Friday afternoon kind of onwards and have it done by then, but goosed, hungry, I'm off home. Morning folks, so it's, what are we on? Wednesday morning, obviously. I got down towards I spoke about it when I was filming last night, but I got down towards the bottom woods, which means that there's all day today, all day tomorrow to get it finished off. So feeling pretty good about it at the moment. I'm absolutely hammered though. My wrists, ankles, even my ass muscles are pretty goosed, but still feeling pretty good, thinking that I can get down it. So I'm going to crack on and see how we get on. Right, well, we're back to where we were last night. What I forgot to mention was I had a bit of an incident with a mother, what do you got, a doe and its fawn last night. I was trying to leave work. It'll have been getting pretty late, be about 8 o'clock or so, around there anyway, and I was heading down the road and blooming something on the road, I couldn't tell what it was. It turned out it was a fawn. Anyway, there's a video up on the Facebook and Instagram, so I kind of investigated, realised it was a fawn, saw there was a mother deer watching me, and had to retreat back and like leave it 20 minutes so that the mother could come and retrieve the fawn. It was all a bit mad. Ended up getting home like 20 minutes later than I thought I was gonna, but anyway. So we've got these two. I'm just edging out this S turn here on that works out as track 2, and then you can see we've got a bit of an S turn coming in for track 1, bends in round here, and then we send everything down into the woods. So where the green handle thing's hanging, that's where track 1's going to head down into there, and where that edge of that bit of red and white tape is, that's where track 2 goes down into. So first job is to sort out the pair of these S turns and get them into the mouth of the bottom wood. As you can see, hopefully you can see, it's pretty heavy in the bottom woods there. So we're certainly gonna have to remove some branches so they're not getting cracked in the helmet and goggles all the time, and find if we can weave a way through and get to a good finishing point. Anyway, first of all, let's crack these two S turns out. Morning, it's Thursday morning. What I did yesterday was basically start doing some filming, then forgot about it and got caught up in the work. Anyway, it's bright and early this morning. Sun's just kind of peeking up over the tops there. We're at towards the bottom of Double Down now. I've gone ahead and made the announcement last night and made it official and told everybody it's going to be open. So you've probably already seen that as you'll be watching this later on. Inception, future, whatever. Anyway, yesterday I cut a bit of a braking zone after the finish line, so to speak. Bearing in mind that people are going to be hitting the finish at kind of full whack, so just before the bottom I cut just 2 straight corridors to give you an opportunity to anchor up and get the brakes on before you get into that bottom wall there. So that was the main thing of yesterday. That's all sorted now. Just got to do a bit of tidying up on the tracks. I am planning on being here till it gets dark tonight basically, so I've got the last bit of each track just to rake out and sort out, and then tonight, hopefully before it gets dark, I can get all the taping done and just have it ready that way. So again, we'll crack on. Right, apologies again, I've missed out a whole bit of filming. I've just been busy on this track. So time check is about 6:15. I've got the sign up now for Double Down. That's up at the start. I'm going to head down and do the last part of the taping for the bottom woods and put the finish line up as well. Right folks, so Friday, it's Friday afternoon to be honest with you. Simon, you might be able to see some beers and barbecue. Simon's had his, or he's still currently having his 50th birthday up here. I think he's had a great laugh. He's still having a great laugh. Nobody's come off or anything like that, so it's great news. I think I've just had like the last ride out on the old steed. More details on why that was coming up next week. And I've done double down today, which it's a lot of fun. I've had a crack on both sides, left track and the right track. I've had a little bit of semi-competitive, not really, just friendly racing. It's running a treat. Everything's running really well. We've got, I say hopefully, because it seems a bit weird to say hopefully, but we've hopefully got a small shower on its way this evening, which would be great because everything's quite dusty, and a little bit of rain on it would do it the power of good, just to bring it back to that kind of hero dirt again. And but everything's running great for the weekend. I'm all set and ready for it, and that's it. Double down's done, complete, ready, open, and running it, tested, and I'm just glad that it's sorted. Next job is to get onto Electric Landlady as far as tracks go, and then obviously we've got the road to do as well, so they're kind of next in, but got double down in, and yeah, I'm absolutely goosed now, to be honest with you. So yeah, if you're riding at the weekend, have a great one, and otherwise, thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you soon folks. Ta-ra!